Greetings, fellow noobs, and welcome to another NuubCast. This is Blamus, and we are here on Typhon Peaks. I think this might even be the first game I'm casting on this map, and it's a game between Dark Omicron. Yep, you've seen him recently, but I'm trying to catch up on his games. I got a few of them to catch up, and his opponent is going to be Entei. Entei Brute. Beware the Ides of March, ladies and gentlemen. Beware the Ides of March. Those new maps. Entei's not thrilled with the new maps. He's got the little meh face, and Dark Omicron's like, whatever the S face is, I don't even know. It's a squiggly face, man. Oh, I know. It's like that. This uncomfortable face. Make an S with your hand and put it in front of your face. What the heck is that? What am I talking about? Never mind. Don't make an S with your hand and put it in front of your face. You look ridiculous, like I just did, because I was trying to make an S in front of my face with my hands, and it wasn't working out. So yeah, I just looked at my NuubCast folder, which contains virtually every video that I have personally uploaded to YouTube for NuubCast, so it doesn't count the cast that the other guys have done, but all of mine. And there's like 70 gigabytes of video files. I thought that was a lot. Yep. And this one is going to be what, like 208 or something like that, or minus the couple that I skipped. So yeah, I don't know if you noticed, if you go through the numbering, I think I skipped like 89 and I skipped like 98, and yeah, so technically number 200 isn't even really number 200, but it will be when it comes out, because, you know, I purposely skipped over it, so it doesn't really matter that it's actually, we've already done more than 200, because I've already surpassed that. Dark Omicron talking about PTR notes, talking about removing. Oh, oy. Good, Entei. Don't talk about the PTR notes. I don't think. Why would Terran be happy about what's good for Terran in the 1.3 patch notes? I don't think anything. I think Terran gets probably the most nerf. Stem time is increased, like significantly. The time to make stem is increased. What is it? Yeah. Okay. So I guess Terran will be happy because Protoss, because of the Kydarian Amulet nerf. But Terran themselves got nerfed pretty hard too, so in quite a few areas. EMP, something they made a cutoff on 100 energy and 100 shields. I mean, it was already 100 shields, but it no longer takes full energy away. So if you EMP'd, you know, like an infestor that had all of its energy, you'd only lose half. Or, you know, a Templar that had full 200, it will only lose half. Yeah, I'm with Dark Omicron here on the Kydarian Amulet nerf. I think taking it away is a mistake. I think they could change it. Either make it speed up energy. You know, the rate at which energy increases. Now that was cruel, Entei. You just ended that poor little dinosaur's life for no reason at all. So cruel. I'm calling PETA right now, and they're going to show up at your house, because they are the people for the ethical treatment of Carracks. And you just killed a Carrack. Anyway, back to the game. Things are going on. I've got a 3-gate robo by Dark Omicron. Hide in the gateway. Don't want your opponent to scan and see what may be happening behind those bushes. He had a probe back here. hiding in the bushes. I'm guessing he probably got whacked when he came out to do some late reconnaissance. Command center about to finish, so we'll be seeing some expanding from our Terran player intake. The observer about to be out from the robo. It's a good mix of units here. Couple of sentries. Majority are zealots against Terran, supporting with stalkers. I'm telling you, the zealots are the damage units, particularly. Well, you have to be careful because Marine DPS against zealots is very good. Marauder DPS against zealots is very bad. This player has a nice mix, so but Marines die fast. So this is still a very good mix. Zealots kill Marines very quickly, and if you put up a Guardian Shield, Zealots, the DPS for both Marauders and Zealots and Marines against Zealots is significantly lower, but Dark Omicron not going to engage just yet. Just going to come out here, poke, see what's going on in Terran base. He scanned, knocked out that observer, obviously, because it's not there anymore, and it looks like is he moving out, or he's just protecting his expansion? Yep, just protecting the expansion. Combat shield about to be finished. A few more stalkers here in the mix. Not bad, not bad. Again, the increased Marine count. You want to have a good balance. If you want your balance to reflect Terran's balance, if they have a nice balance of these barrack units, of this infantry units, then you need to balance out your. I mean, and it's still very zealot heavy. There's 8 zealots against 5 stalkers and 5 sentries, but these guys are going to tank, and they're going to do serious damage. I think Marine 2 or 3 hits, Zealot 2 or 3 hits a Marine, maybe 3, not 2, definitely not 2. Well, we're gonna see an exchange here between these two armies. There's gonna be immediate split. Oh, he's gonna trap them instead of splitting them. There is the Guardian Shield. He does keep some from escaping, and it's actually a good job by Entei of getting away from the zealots. What you want to do with those force fields is trap those Terran units from running away, so that they can't kite your zealots. If you can do that, if you can force field so that Terran can't run away and he can't kite those zealots, then they're just going to clean their faces off. They're going to crush them. But what happened there, what you saw is there was just an opening, and so he was able to get away, and it was closed off, so he was able to kill some, but these guys who were back here were able to get that good damage. I didn't really lose much. Lost a couple of zealots, and some guys are hurting health-wise, but and look at this command center. Another command center going down for a third. Very well saturated here. Moving out again, largely Marauder force this time, and but now we have the Colossus out. I would want to warp in some more zealots here. Oh wait, he's gonna go away. Saw that Colossus, like, I am out of here. And is he going to now get a starport for some? No, he's not. He's getting the factory so he can get some starports, so he can get some Vikings, but it looks like he's going big time Marauder now. Just, in fact, almost all Marauder. And this is where mixing it up and doing a lot of zealots is going to be very helpful. Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, wouldn't even mind getting charge at this point, making sure that you're getting some upgrades too, if you're able to. There's no forge out at the minute for Dark Omicron, so obviously getting upgrades is going to be hard. But now Terran's getting upgrades, so that's one thing that I think as Protoss you really need to be focused on upgrades. Personally, I like to go all out and get double forge and do that build. Seems a little far away, maybe not. But yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, oh wow, there's more Marines in here than I thought there were. But all kinds of barracks here. We've got 6 barracks. Starport is out with a reactor. Going to be pumping out some Vikings. Had missed some supply depots, so I'm going to have to call them out. Getting that Templar Archives down is Dark Omicron. Pardon me. So, and the Planetary Fortress has completed, so he's going to walk in there and be greeted by some double trouble. Gonna back right out of there and come around this other side. This is a big old ball of MM, but still no medevacs, so Stim is going to be directly difficult. I like this push by Dark Omicron. Not going to let him get too many Vikings. Pull the Stalkers back so they can good force fields here, separating units, letting the Vikings get. I mean the Zealots who have all died. Terrible deaths. Yeah, these guys are upgraded, and Dark Omicron doesn't have any upgrades, so this is actually, he could be in trouble here. Trying to set force fields to keep the Terran player from getting the from getting after him. But he lost a lot of units there. If we take a look at the army tab, wow, that's huge. I don't know if he's going to be able to come back from this, ladies and gentlemen. That is a 50 food deficit, and Terran is looking to push. So he's 1 base up on Dark Omicron, so it's going to be really hard for him to come back from this. Yeah, I don't. Well, that's the way to do it. If he's able to get, he does have some Templar out. If he's able to get, let me get the tab back up here. Tidarian Amulet is just starting, so if these guys are able to storm by the time Terran attacks, and there it is. Are all of them ready to storm? Yep. So he's going to have 4 storms right away if Terran decides to push, and that could be the great equalizer here. We are going to have to see more Zealots coming out. Got Colossus in the back. Oh man, I'm a little worried. 60 food difference now, and he is going to push, and this is going to be huge. I don't think that Dark Omicron is going to be able to survive this. This is just, it's too big. I will be just so amazingly surprised if Terran pushes and Dark Omicron survives. He does have a lot of Zealots out. Still no upgrades, however, and 1-1 for the Terran player, and getting 2. Oh man, this is just ugly. This is not a good situation to be in. But a lot more units over here. 3rd Colossus, more Stalkers. No 3rd base yet though for Dark Omicron. So really curious how this is going to work out. Still at a 60 food deficit. That's a little bit better. No, it's not. Still 60 food. The Colossus comes out and it makes a 6 food difference. But if he can keep these Colossus alive and get good storms off on these guys, then he could be in pretty good shape. And now getting level 3 and still no upgrades. Finally a 3rd Nexus going down for Dark Omicron. And these guys are getting up now. They're going to have 2 storms each. So I think actually the longer the Terran player waits, the more trouble he's going to be in if he allows. Oh, look at this. Got a drop. I'll just cancel that. Cancel it, cancel it, cancel it, cancel it, cancel it. Don't even know if he got it canceled or not. I couldn't tell if he got it canceled or not. But now he's food blocked, so I'm guessing, I don't know. How do you get... The Nexus doesn't provide food if you're dead. I don't know. But he is food blocked, so he can't warp anything in at the moment. He's finally getting that level 1 ground upgrade. More Zealots being warped in. Would have gotten a couple more Templar, perhaps. Now the Kydarian Amulet is finished. Vikings trying to get a flank on those. Not a very good first storm. Zealots out. And those are some good storms. That was a bad one. This is a good one. Trying to separate these forces. And I think he may have done it. Holy crap. Holy crap. That is unreal. Unbelievable. I can't believe he was actually able to come back from that. And he actually took out his entire army. Wow. 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 That... That may have just... Watching that may have just changed my mind on a few things about Templar. And, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of think I should be talking about this battle. I'm sorry, but I'll talk about these other things later. Huge storms again for Dark Omicron, and Entei not getting his guys out of there, and Dark Omicron just doing all kinds of damage. Finally getting that third Nexus up, 3/4 of the way done now. Archon forming, trying to just fight as much as he can. He lost a lot of SCVs to those storms. It's Archon tanking this damage. It'd be great if these guys took out that medevac. But it looks like Entei is going to be able to push this back, and I'm still just reeling. Yeah, this is what he needed right here. He needed the tanks, and this is kind of the point that I want to make. If Terran player is going to insist on staying with tier 1 weapons, and this is, I think, the best argument for not removing the Kydarian Amulet. If Terran players are going to insist on staying with tier 1 units in the late game, and you're going to insist on going MMM in the late game, even fully upgraded, then you should expect to get your ass kicked by High Templars, because they're tier 3. It costs a crap ton of money and gas to get your guys teched up there, and tier 1 units should expect to get creamed by that. You should expect it. So, you know, Terran need to, the High Templar is a unit that should force the Terran bio player to go mech. And that's exactly what you're seeing here. You're seeing tanks. You're seeing a lot of tanks. But you are seeing a few tanks come out. More and more tanks coming out. More medevacs. I would say, where the hell are the Thors? Give me some Thors out here. Terran has Colossus, which is a tier 3 unit. He has High Templar, which is a tier 3 unit. And he needed all of that just to combat what was an entirely tier 1 army. Vikings, I guess Vikings aren't tier 1. Vikings are tier 2. But apart from the Vikings, it was all MM. And I don't think that Protoss should get punished because other races don't want to get off their first tier units. And that, in my opinion, is one of the best arguments against nerfing the Kydarian Amulet. But that's just one. I mean, there are... And do I think that it's fair for Protoss to be able to just, warp in? Very good damage being done here in the SCVs. Going to get range on the Planetary Fortress. Could have gotten range if he so chose. He could have gotten range on that. But here comes another battle. Very nice choke. This is really going to benefit Protoss if they actually decide to fight here. Because Protoss couldn't sit back and just let these choked units get creamed by stacked storms and stuff. Even though storms don't stack here in this Brood War thing. Get out of there! Get out of there! And tanks are being upgraded. Very good. He is now 3-1. Not the best storms. Actually, probably did more damage to his own guys than to them. But the question I started asking was it fair for Protoss to be able to warp in and immediately cast a spell that does 80 damage and at any point in the game? And my response is ghosts can. You know, if they get there, well, maybe they can. I guess it's I don't know, I have to check on that. Very good Guardian Shield's going to do a lot of protection against that tank damage. Lots of tanks in the back that I have to pull out. That is way too many tanks. These are defensive storms right now, I think. Just want to get these guys out of here. Actually, Dark Omicron could turn around and kill all those units if he wanted with the storm. I think that was what he was hoping to do with that last storm. But those were defensive. That's a lot of tanks. And that's what Terra needs to do when Protoss is in Tier 3. They've got to tech to mech. You can't expect to sit in your Tier 1 units and survive, you know. Anyway, that's my opinion on it. You don't have to agree with me. That's cool. Personally, I think the Kadarian Amulet is fine exactly the way it is. I would accept halving the energy boost it gives, or making it not an energy boost but an increase in energy, the rate at which energy increases. I can see that. Here's another engagement, more storms, softening up these guys. Storms on the tanks, doing a decent job of softening up. Colossus getting pegged down, taken out, and man, yeah, wow. Good game, very good game by Entei. Proper switch to tanks, did it at the right time, had a good number of tanks, hit so many bases, and he had 3 bases early, was able to, I think, triple factory, yep, all pumping out tanks, was able to do a very good job against Dark Omicron, and did a very good job of upgrading. I think probably was the reason why he was able to win, was because he was able to deal a lot of damage against these Protoss units with the Guardian Shield, which gives the +2 buff against ranged attacks. So, a lot of discussion about Kadarian Amulet. If you'd like to talk about that, feel free to put that in the comments. And if you have a replay, let me just remind everyone, if you have a replay you'd like to submit, send it to NuubCasters@gmail.com, and I will take a peek at that. I think I'm going to do one more Dark Omicron game, and then I'm going to do some of your replays. He sent me a bunch a while back, and I just want to catch up, kind of. Anything else I need to say in this replay that pertains to this matchup and the Templar? And no, I don't think so. And we can discuss in the comments if you disagree with me. Terran players are probably going to disagree with me. Protoss players are probably going to agree with me. But I like the one argument that I gave here, that anyone who if I expect to play late game making only Zealots and Stalkers, I should expect to lose. Period. Alright, kids, that's all I got to say on that. Keep climbing that ladder. See you next time.